No study quarters. I sort of wish it kind of gave a little bit more information with it. Like it's very detailed. Repaint it. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so I was in here before and uh I had zone. Here we are. Okay, so I did see something for repaint before. What is this? Click somebody to assign them. Okay, let's have a quick look at that. By her. Somehow we've got two people. A wall or a door. Righto. If that's the case, I'll probably need to like box it in. I might actually, well, actually, if I try to move it over there, it's going to deconstruct these things that I just built, isn't it? Okay, so I did hear that this game requires a hell of a lot of like forethought before you actually structure something. And I definitely agree with that. Like, if anybody has watched me play RimWorld, I struggle to build something without like little guidelines and stuff like that. So, yeah, we might actually just tuck her thingy into there. So, repaint the zone. Can I just throw that in here? Except that. Okay, so this. Can I build a copy? Uh, what's this? This item is tagged by a task and will not be used for other tasks. That's okay. This is a permanent part of the building. Forbid and visibility tags here affect the whole building. Uh, oh yeah, so I can deconstruct and reconstruct. So I did work out pretty quickly, or quickly enough. I'm gonna put brackets on that one. It wasn't fast. That I think this thing was like the deconstruct tool. No, it is not. Okay, so maybe I click on this thing and I hit the garbage can. Maybe dump status of this item. Ooh, let's see what happens with that. Are you going to move that to a dumping zone? The one by the feather. Okay. Let me have a look at that. Ah, remove the building. Very good. I do want to remove it and remove that. Sweet. And let's get back up here and let's build another table and chair. Also, I kind of want to make about 10 beds to take down with me too. So I'm going to need to find out how to make those in like more than one at a time. So I don't sit here boring the biscuits out of every single person that's, watching me. Okay, so table chair. We've asked for that. Cool. I don't think that was supposed to be dead, but I mean, they will die over time, I imagine. We've at least got food and drinks. They're not dying. That's good. Last time it took somebody that was watching me to mention that they were all like really thirsty for me to even notice that they were dying of thirst. Um, let's see the things I can deconstruct. Go back to general storage. If you have a stockpile, they aren't literally deconstructed just for interest. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I thought that they'd actually break it down into like materials or something. Um, I also need to remove the little bin off that, I think, but that's okay. We should be able to put the table and chairs down in here anyway if they were made. Uh, yeah. Oh yeah, I had two then. That's cool. All right. I've got to make the table first, or they have to deconstruct that. Whichever one comes first. So we've got it on play. Now this is, let's see, forbidden status of the items, or dump status of the items. So I had a little. The fuck is that? What just happened? That was just the creepiest thing I've heard today. Okay, yeah, I have attracted no migrants. That's right, I have these things to look at. Carpenter cancelled some stuff, and let's see, stray llama. Yeah, that would explain the dead llama. And it started raining. I kind of got that feeling when the thunder started, and this must have been the last one. So, Bone Carver has given birth to a girl. Righto. I keep forgetting that they reproduce, but I sure as hell did not hear that last game. That was like, I don't know about you guys, but that wasn't like supposed to be like cute or charming. That just sounded like the start of a horror game to me. And I'm just sitting here like petrified for a solid minute, like, what happened? What activated? What did I do? Um, so the bin icon means your little fellas will hail items to the garbage zone if you've created one. I do have a refuge zone. Um, oh yeah, hall. Yeah, I've got this, but there's not a lot of space in it. And I don't want that to have a little bin icon on it anymore. But I'm not sure how to get that off there. Although I should actually still have the secondary zone over here. I can get rid of that. So let's get rid of that, and maybe that will free up this item. Nope. Okay. So I kind of think I've messed up with this table somehow. But they are making another one. So that's okay. I'm not too stressed about this. And also, I should make sure to make a door. Another door. There. Alright, and I'll throw in a few of these beds. Uh, Let me just. Is there any way to make multiple beds at once? What's this? Add stockpile links for this workshop. Yeah, it makes sense. So click the table and click the bin icon to remove it if you want to. Okay, so let's see. Uh, this icon. Well, I still want it to be gone anyway. So the work orders, once I've got a manager. Okay, so that's what we're setting up at the moment. Right, I won't stress about that too much. What did they do to this chair? It's like it's been sticker bombed. Look at it. Okay, so they should be making a table right now, and just put you there and see what happens. We've got it on play, so if they're doing it, they'll come down. Here we go. Righto, there we go. All right. So if I have a quick look, she's still a bit snotty about it. So let's wait until we've got the door. That could have been made, maybe not. Yeah, no, it's been made. Let's take this almond one. That looks right. So here they are again. All right, so we've got a door, a room, a table, and a chair. She's still got it red. Let's see. Needs manager's study. So, oh yeah, okay. So I get that it's what's in the what do you call it, like orangey kind of colored writing that should be important. I'm guessing the blue is not relevant. So I need to do the zone again. Righto. So this is good. I would not know any of this at all. Let's see. What happened to my zone here? Oh, that's right. I didn't make it. I did not make it. I don't think. So I want it to be here, and we'll accept that. That's a zone now. That's an office. Okay. Let's see what she thinks of that. I think this can go for now. No, I might need that later. I hate to have that keep popping up, but it's only because I'm coming back and forth and I'll need it every so often to read it. So, okay, so she's got the room. Let's see. Meager study. Really? Alright, well, it's not the greatest place, but okay. So she's got an office. It's got a zone. And I've got to assign the room to them. Okay, so that's right. Here. Alright, so she's now assigned to it. There we go. We've got green. We have success. God damn it, I'm saving this. Let's see. Yeah, save and continue playing. Yeah, it's still, what was it? Dwarf waifu was the name Grim chose for it. This. Um yeah, save over that. Oh my god. That is some work. That is some work. Like, how if I have never played before, and I can definitely assure you that I would not have figured that out. At least for a very very long time, I probably would have been watching other people play, and they would have been flying through it. Would have made no sense to me at all. But okay, so we've got an office manager now, and that means that we're able to make multiples of things. We're able to make work orders now. Um, I did also read something about like them needing a bookkeeper, but I, I did read how beneficial that was, and I would like to get one of those eventually. But is that like the same kind of level of work involved to get a bookkeeper set up? Because like I don't know what I would have clicked on to have got that set up. Exactly the same. Oh wow. I can imagine it's one of these games where once you know what you're doing and you come in and you've done this, each map, each time, it's just like, bam, I need this, do this, and it's done. And move on to the next task, and it's easy. It probably is very easy once you know what you're doing in a sense. But to figure this out, to figure it out from a standpoint of walking into the game knowing nothing, genuinely super complicated. Um, so they need an office, but that's all they need. All right, that's very good to know. I will just see if I can try to remove this. Nah, it won't let me go. I don't know what I've done to this, but for now we have a very decorative table, consuming that particular corner of the cavey area, the cavern thing. Um, wow, how to make soap? Jeez, wow, an hour. Oh, that sounds correct though. That's 100%. I don't question that that takes an hour. See a little set of icons at the bottom of the screen on the right. So down here, open squad and open world screen. So I've opened that a couple of times. But what's squad? Must appoint a militia commander to create a squad. Left a bit. Oh, all right. Give me a sec. Click off that. So you mean like these? Designate items for dumping, melting, claim forbidden items, building set item visibility. Okay, cool. Yeah, it kind of is the same one all over them. So I'm guessing what I hit. Whoa, ooh, what is this? Is it claim a forbidden item or building so it will be used by your citizens? So I might be able to use it to unbin it. All right. Um, maybe remove from dumping. Oh my god! Oh my god! We got it. Oh, I wanted to like quickly go and save again, but I just need to commit that to memory because this game takes a bit to save. Okay, so that's possibly maybe they can pick that up. I don't know. I keep trying to click this thing and I don't think it's actually a thing to click on, but um yeah, okay, so that's not too bad. If there's a random table here, I don't really care. I can probably make that into somewhere that they can sit at some point in time. Um, wow, okay. I didn't even click on these last time because I was so scared because it was like one description for all. It was like the what is it, the what's that bloody Lord of the Rings ring, the oh, I can't remember what it's actually called. But yeah, it was like that. It was scary like that. If it's marked as dump, they dump it in the garbage zone, which is a different thing than your refuse stockpile. Okay, so I don't really have a garbage zone yet, and I'm kind of working on that because I need to get these beds. I want to move them down so I can put another room or something up here because I'm really concerned that if I dig into this water to try to use it, I'll probably end up flooding my base. So I kind of want to get a couple of doors between me for that. So the dumping zone is useful for things like clamshells if you want to dump them once you've made seafood. Otherwise, refuse stockpile will fill with thousands of clamshells. Garbage zone has infinite space. Ooh, okay. So I've only got the refuge section. Um, because I'm pretty sure that was part of the tutorial that was like you need like an all thing and you need like a dumping. Either that or I got guidance. It's one of the two. I don't have the greatest memory. However, I do have, well, lying around here. I do have, I think, just the one. And view stockpiles. So, okay, so furniture, jam, leather, sheets. I'm guessing custom. Wow. I did not click on this last time, that's for certain. Now, I did kind of understand, like, same with RimWorld and stuff like that. Like, you don't want corpses in certain areas and stuff like that. It's a zone. Okay. So that's a tricky thing with this game. Is like so much of the areas are not like this. Like I would imagine a stockpile. This is a zone, but yeah, if it's an actual separate zone, okay. If that's the case, I kind of want to like dump one like in here or something like that. But I do want to remove these beds. So I just want to see. I keep clicking on this and it's remove mining, wood cutting, plant gathering, and smoothing orders. Okay, so I need to stop clicking on this thing at all unless I'm doing like wood cutting or plant gathering or something like that because it's not what I think it is. It looks like an eraser, and normally my brain would go, hey, that's the undo thingy. It's not that. It's not that for this. So I also don't think I can select multiple beds, and somebody's like occupado in that one, you know. So let's just get rid of a couple of these. And I will make a couple. Let's see. So I can make a bed when I find it. I may have passed it. I probably passed it. There. It's right at the top. Okay, so if I now hit this task is set to infinitely. So what does this tick? Task has been assigned and is active. Alright. So if I came back in like 5 minutes and I have like 200 bed, that's kind of a problem. Work orders. Alright. Okay, so work orders can be added specifically for this shop. Alright, so make a bed. Oh, look at that. We can make 10 beds. Oh my god. Okay, and what's this? What's this? What is these things? Oh, I clicked on something and it disappeared. Work orders are used for automatic tasks like workshops. These work orders are set to complete a certain number of tasks and can be given start conditions. For instance, you can create a order to make wooden bins. If you're out of empty ones, to brew drinks. If you are running low, or to make 5 statues every month. Hey, cool. Let's see. The hash lets you alter the number from 10. All right. You can limit the work orders to number from workshops. You can also create work orders at a specific workshops from their building sheets. Their system is reasonably powerful, and you can eventually automate almost all of your production if you wish. Cool. All right. So amount of beds, I do want 10. It's less than 10. That's fine. That's okay. Amount of logs, we do have a lot of logs. We kind of did go ham on the general area. When I first loaded in, I'm like, I can't do anything else. Whoop, my game crashed. Oh wow. Okay. Give me a second while I load it back in. Uh Obviously that was too much. Uh, it reckons I was like, oh man. Should probably uncheck the infinite loop thing, or they'll make them until you run out of wood. So that's good to know too, because I was wondering, because now they can just make 10. Uh, let's see. I'll load back into where I was. Manual save, yeah. All right, yeah, no. Knowing that they'll just do that now, that's good to know. My game is slowly coming back in. There we go. Yeah, that'll be interesting if I've lost the manager thing and I have to do that again. Nope, she's still here, but this isn't. All right. So, that's okay. Condition. the conditional orders are great once you have a still, as you can get them to brew more drinks when you're running low. Yeah, that's the thing. I've got a still. I do need to get them to do that. There we go. Okay. So if we go back up, I'm actually impressed that it didn't take long to open back up, considering how long it takes on a general like opening load. All right. So I was lifting up the beds, but I don't care too much about that. Not that much. Let's make a bed. Don't click that. Work orders. Uh, Work orders. Make a bed. 10. Okay. Cool with that. Very cool with that. Calm down, game. Let's save over that. Um, we've got to save it something new. So let's call it post crash. So I hit cancel. Oh my goodness. I just want to make sure I have a secondary spot that I can go back up. Uh, yeah, that's what I was trying to see if I could double click on them, and I quickly realized that I couldn't. So I'm like, oh, I've got to do it one at a time. I guess it's not too much of a problem if you're only building something and moving a room. However, I am trying to move a dozen things. But in saying that, if I had, say, I know one of my friends who plays RimWorld, the way he creates his barracks and stuff like that is he's got like an entire section of prison, and on the adjacent sort of wall is kind of like where all of his actual people sleep. So you wouldn't want it picking up all of the beds per se, just the specific ones. So I could see in a game like this that's what they've tried to avoid, but it is a little bit tedious when you're like in the early starting stage, more so than like, hey, I just need to move this one room. All right, so I'm gonna hit play while I remove these beds, just in case. I'm a little suspicious of what I did. I don't know what it was. I did hear that there was a few issues with prolonged gameplay. Um, Something to do with the idea of if you explore too much of the maps and you've got too much saved, it sometimes can cause crash errors and stuff like that, as opposed to just starting a new game every time you want to play this game. Um, what's up, James Games? Welcome into the chat. Nice to see some comments. Appreciate you coming in and saying hello. Um, yeah, so I don't know if it's going to handle it every single time I load back in with this game. 200 hours. Wow. CTD in that time, no real pattern. Okay, so, alright, so I just want to check. They were making beds. Let's see, they made 7 out of 10. Okay, is that counting down or counting up? Do we know? Does anybody know if that does it? Actually, you know what? Probably find out. Let's see, doors, furniture, down, counting down. Okay, so we should have 3 in here. I'm not going to just put a bed down randomly. What is this? What is this? Is this spring? Uh, yeah, it is spring, but why am I getting. What the hell is this? Nisma. Oh god, we got bad air. Alright. Split loom. Okay, what do I do about Misma? Is rotting corpses. This would be this, hey. Alright, alright, alright. So view stockpiles. So I might actually move this crap just completely out of here. And let's take you back, not down. Go up. There we go. Get there eventually. I'm very confused with this scroll system because like my brain goes the opposite direction. I don't know why. Okay, stockpiles. Let's get us some. Ooh, animal trainings. Interesting. Okay, wrong kind of stockpiles. Uh, this one. This one. I should place these stockpiles. Yes, this one. This was the one. Okay. So I had an area over here doing something, and I kind of just don't want this to be quite in the base. So what? Gotta be careful not to like right click off things. All right, let's hit accept. Now let's just straight up have uh, refuse. Okay, I'm okay with that. The set from which, yeah, no, I don't want to connect it to anything. Let's just click off that and make a separate one just up above it for corpses. Doesn't need to be big, it just needs to be there. Get that. Okay, let's make you for corpses. So hopefully they're just gonna rush them out of the base. Wow, okay, so let's get down here. So obviously this looks like it's like spreading everywhere, and I'm guessing like Misma is exactly what I think it is, with like it's just bad air makes you sick, makes the people sick. Okay, since that's going on, let's move this area over because it just looks weird. They're all just like hanging out over there. This was a meeting area. Yes. All right. Let's just shove that here. Accept that. Right. Cool. Everybody's cool with that. Sweet. And let's get rid of the one that I put over here. It looks really weird to see them. Yeah, it looks really weird to see them all like chilling over here. That looks a little bit more kind of like normal. That makes sense. All right. What are you doing? You're very like I don't know. It reminds me of the face of there's a CD cover that has like a stone wall face of like a metal iron person. I can't remember what it's called. It reminds me of that. I'm just gonna like save post that, save our new waifu, dwarf waifu save. All right, don't hit cancel. I'm so tempted to hit that. Why is it that? Yes. All right, that's a little less of a problem. We got the mesmer out and made two stockpiles to keep the general rubbish and that separate. I might go make an area up there for what was it? The was a zone for like basically everything else. Garbage. That's it. Got there eventually. All right. This does take a bit to save. That's why I was kind of like just bearing with it. I have like this urge to save after doing almost every task in RimWorld. So playing a game like this really triggers that desire to save perpetually. And I know that it sort of is a bit like this, and I'm like, I don't want to be like doing that every few minutes. All right, let's pause it because otherwise I'll lose time. Okay, and I was going to make a little garbage spot up here too. I might as well just make it above it. Doesn't really matter too much. Yep, garbage dump. That'll do it. Infinite space, infinite dump. Sweet. All right, that's solving that issue. I still haven't got the food growing down yet. That's okay. I also don't know if they're fishing. Um, but I might just get them to cut a couple more trees that's here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we've got like this like piddly little garden that's not doing anything at the moment. And I noticed that it changes between like months. You can change whatever it's growing and stuff. However, I just kind of don't have seeds. And the funny thing is, the next time the trader comes to visit, allegedly they're bringing me seeds. Apparently, that's what I chose a lot of. And also getting reindeer cheese for Grim, one of our followers. So he wanted to see reindeer cheese, so that's what we're getting. They'll have reindeer cheese. I don't know when that trader comes back, but we have got a trade post at least. What's going on in here? Oh, that's right, that's a worm. What is this? A slug. Ugh. Righto. I'm slowly removing these beds. Let's get them moved. And let's get downstairs built up. I can't click on your bed. That's okay. Let's go down. So, this is their office. Won't touch that. That's fine. I kind of didn't want the rooms to be that small, but I can work with that. Let's see, walls. I sort of wish that the walls would kind of stay on after you build something. Like it goes to this. And maybe it does if I click it to say, like, choose it beforehand. So let's have a look. Click material after placement, use closest material. Keep building after placement. There we go. Maybe that's the thing. Also, use the closest material. That's kind of more practical at the moment in time. All right. Well, hey, it does. It works. Cool. Sweet. Worked out that. I get like so excited when I figure out anything on this game because I'm like, it's such a challenge mentally to just figure out anything. We're gonna have like one extra big room in here, but that's okay. And I did want these to be like little trade areas. So I think they said that it was like 3 wide. Each like building's about 3 wide, I think. So whoop, nope, too early. Uh, instructions. Yeah. All right. So 3 across. Yeah. Okay. I'll probably end up extending that further across on this side, so not awful like that. But they'll at least get us somewhere. So I still don't know how to get this out of here. What is this? This item is tagged by a task and will not be used by other tasks. Can I untag it from a task? Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's see. Unlock? No? That looks like it's locked it. Mm. Yeah, see, that's the thing is I realized I'm like, oh, every time I clicked on this table, I'm like, it's a rock. That's not really helping me. And then I saw this like second tab and I'm like, oh, you can click on like multiple things. Yeah, my stockpile probably is full, to be fair. This is kind of it. What is this? Uh, oh yeah, a lot of my animals are dying. That does not really surprise me. As long as they can eat them. Because I wanted to build this down a layer. Um, Sorry, my voice is going croaky. Let me take some water. So my doors, oh, my people have nowhere to move it to. Yeah. So what I want to do is actually take down here, and I wanted to make down here a stock hallway. So what I'm going to do, I'm only going to make it about 3 wide, but I'm going to make this quite tall, about as tall as I can make it. God only knows what this is going to do, but let them go ham on that. They can have fun with that. Let's see, back. There we go. And I was going to make beds in here. So furniture, beds. Uh, yeah, it should be fine. I mean, I'll get this bed out. I'll get this goddamn table out of here eventually. Hey. So what I was gonna do is probably put like a couple of beds per room. I don't think it matters too much, as long as they've got somewhere to sleep. They'll do it. They'll do for now. Okay, so all right, you guys doing good? You digging? Sweet. So what I want to do is start making. It's not that. This. Yeah, yeah, it's this. Okay, let's start with that, and I can probably extend it. I say probably because I'm not that sure. So I would like to make a custom one. Wow, that's a lot of everything. Okay, we select all for the moment, and then I don't want corpses. How do I refuse this? Whoa, went flying backwards. Okay, I don't want corpses and refuse in here. So none? Yeah, that's how we do it. Getting there. I'm starting to pick up on it. It kind of is over time, like once you get past like the initial hurdle of it, I think everything else should be fine. I don't want wood to go in here. I've already got a wood storage area. I think that'll be okay. So I don't see anything specifically to accept what I've selected. So I'm just going to right click